You said something to me that I now quote just almost on a at least weekly, but sometimes depending on the week, almost daily. You said that being an entrepreneur is like being in the jungle. And you said that those folks who are in corporate, they're in the zoo and I'm in the jungle and I have to kill what I eat. Am I quoting you correctly?
Yep.
I love that because it speaks to the entrepreneurs that I work with. And I wonder how that, and you can say as much as you're comfortable with, but we're talking about couples and how oftentimes your spouse is your co founder. They
Mm.
didn't really sign up, they're not on the paperwork, but somehow they're a part of your LLC.
Yeah.
And so when you're out there, kill or be killed, and then you go home
Yeah.
and your co founder is saying, what did you catch today?
Yes. Yes. Oh.
What's that like for you?
So it's motivating, but also it's pressure.
Yeah.
I think about it now as before, when I was working corporate jobs or even when I was working in startups, right? I was getting paid a salary. I was excited about the things I got excited about back then were, okay, how can I do something that looks like a bigger deal on my resume or do something that's just exciting to me that maybe it's taking a risk for the business, but how can I build something? Because I'm a creative. And so even with business stuff, I want a chance to be creative. And I would think about it that way and I would get bored, right? I would get bored. If things got too run of the mill, I'd get bored. With this, there's no boredom. There's no time to be bored. There's none of that. It's for a decent amount of the time that I've been out on my own, which is less than 3 years. It is a kind of pressure that I've never experienced before in my life. And I think that was the thing that I was afraid of it. I didn't know how afraid of it I was before I went out on my own. And then once I actually was, that fear became very real. And you have to be able to function while you're afraid.
Right.
And so that's something that I had to learn. And I don't want my wife to carry my fear. I have to be careful about how much of that I show to her because I don't want her to freak out. She's the one who encouraged me to do it in the first place, but she's human. And
Yes.
I've seen what can happen if she sees too much of the fear and uncertainty on my face that affects her.